Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Miniature Monday. I'm Scott, and, well, it's good to see you again. I hope that everyone is having a, good start to your week, and that last week has gone well for you. Let's see here. Oh, hello, Oliver. Good to see you. Hey, Jake as well. Nice to see you here. Man, the old crew back together again. Love it. Yeah, let me think. I don't think I have any announcements or anything. We're kind of going at the same old pace here at the tavern. Things are going smoothly. So, I think we can just dive right into the rest of it. Dilzo, David. Oh, look at this. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our camera here on, on the cart. So last time we worked on this, oh, hey, Ollie and RJ, nice to see you as well. Just thank you so much. I actually had a lot of fun doing that speed paint. And like I said, I got so, such an adrenaline rush doing that. It was having the timer right out of the corner of my eye. It just got me almost shaking. I had to calm myself even more as I was doing it. And then I resigned myself to go, hey, this is fun. Just go see how fast you can go. And it was a lot of fun. I actually need to switch something over right here so that I can see what I'm doing live. There we go. It's so distracting having like a 20-second delay on your monitor. Let's see. But yeah, so the speed painting turned out really nice, and I might do more of those in the future. Like I said in the video, if it gets 25 likes, I'll definitely do another speed paint. It's the first time that I've really set a goal like that of, hey, let's see how many likes we can get. But it's one of those things that, although I'm not the biggest fan of doing things like that, I think it does come with the territory of running a YouTube channel, which is really what we are and what we're getting more and more heavily into. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many likes the video has gotten. If any of you haven't seen the video, go check it out. I paint, I've got it right off camera over there. I paint a mini in under 20 minutes. It's pretty fun. Let's see here. I'm doing well, Oliver, doing well. This has been an interesting week. It's a pretty basic week. I feel as though we're on like a plateau of energy out here. So, no high points, but no low points, which is also pretty important. So Dilzo, great to see you, Jake. The cart is coming along beautifully. We'll have to focus my attention here on this here in a second. Yeah, my gosh, great to see everyone. So, with all the highs and the whatnots out of the way, when last we met the cart, I had decided that I needed to clean up some of these windows. And as you can see here in these three, I actually started doing that. But I noticed as I did that even though it was messy, the bit of the wash that I needed was still showing up on the edges, and essentially I was just highlighting the windows. So I don't think that we're actually going to go through and clean up and rewash the windows. I think that's going to be fixed just in our highlighting stage. So with that, we had washed the windows, the roof. Oh my gosh, I'm actually kind of forgetting what we did. We hadn't done the underside of the carriage here. We had done the front here. We washed the lanterns. So I think to get started, let's go ahead and wash the wheels. And looks like the underside. So the wheels and, oh, you know what? I think it's just the wheels that haven't been washed. So let's do that. Let's start off with that. I'm actually thinking of doing a different wash on the wheels. We used Seraphim Sepia, or Seraphim? Yeah, Seraphim Sepia on the wood here. But I want these wheels to feel like they're dirtier. So I'm going to do most of the wheels in Seraphim Sepia. I know we had talked about maybe doing the rims of the wheels in metal. I think it was Michael who had suggested that. Oh my gosh, so much happened since I looked down. Am I still thinking of doing live streaming more days in the week? So that's complicated. Yes and yes and no. I hadn't actually considered doing more live streams of painting in the week. It was purely going to be but we were looking into doing more live streamed content. I've actually been talking to James and Emmy to see about doing a something involving the bestiary, but it wouldn't necessarily be a long term content thing. But the two of them had an idea for a live stream show that we might be able to get going here pretty quickly. Oh, and this actually reminds me of an entire, oh my gosh, I gotta actually scroll up so I can catch up with you guys. This reminds me of something I do want to take a second and talk to you all about. Let's see here. Hello. Glad you can join the family. Oh, it's great to see you guys interacting with each other as well. Oh, that's fantastic. The day so far today has actually been really well, Oliver. I've been experimenting on Reddit, trying to learn that. So trying to post some of the stuff that we've. Let me put this down so I don't brush off any of the paint. So that we can get more content posted there and try and get some more traffic to our channel here. Michael, great to see you. And what was I saying? Yeah, so learning other social medias. I'm learning Twitter, which is interesting. But yeah, had some fun on Reddit this morning. So we're doing that. Random plug. So Adventures Pack is now on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, on all of that. We're very active on Facebook and here, obviously. I'm learning Twitter and all of that. Our name on Reddit, I believe we are adventurers_pack. Please live stream more. I would enjoy it. You know what? Now that I'm only doing one miniature Monday a month of the pre-recorded, like the one that just went out today, yeah, well, you know what? I can paint more often in the week. I absolutely can. Let me see what I can do. It might not happen this week, but then again, it might. So I'm not gonna. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. I'll see what I can do. I'll see about getting more live streaming going on. Which actually brings me to my bit. So we are on Twitter, actually. It's Adventurer Pack. I'll post it in the... we actually have a link to our Twitter. It's in the description of this video. All of our social media and also our Patreon is in the description of this video. So you can check it out right now and give us a follow. You can do all that. Anyway, so I'm going to pull out the Seraphim Sepia so I can actually be painting while I'm talking to you guys so we can, get going on this. I love just chatting with you guys. I would love to set up a live stream that's more of like a hangout, maybe something where we can all like play some games together. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, gonna do Seraphim Sepia on the spokes and a little bit on the wheels, but then just on the rims of the wheels themselves, I am going to add some Agrax Earthshade to make it look a little more rough and like it's seen some use. So the thing that I've said about 12 times that I have to talk to everyone about. So we are actively looking to do more live stream content. And the consensus with the folks at the Adventurers Pack is we actually are wanting to switch our live content over to Twitch. So what would happen with that is we would go live on Twitch and have this hangout here. Realistically, the what we're doing right now would not change at all, except that it would be on Twitch instead. When we first started the Adventurers Pack, the goal was to make content on Twitch. We started the YouTube channel as a way to start building an audience. So I'm interested to see from everyone that's here right now, if we were to switch over to Twitch, how many of you would be like, hey, yeah, that's cool. We'll come over and we'll hang out in Twitch instead of YouTube. Now, these videos would still come up on YouTube. The difference is they wouldn't be live. So you wouldn't have to subscribe to us on Twitch. I still want this to be a place that we can all hang out and we can do we can be a part of this without having to pay. That's the big thing that I really want. So support is nice, but it is not a requirement. At least monetary. It's not a requirement. So you can come and you can hang out live on Twitch, but then once this video has been done, it'll still be posted on YouTube afterwards, so you can rewatch it, just not live. So that's what we're looking to do with that, and I'd love to hear what everyone's thoughts on that are. Let me. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, my gosh, this is huge. What is happening, everyone? Wow. Watch Twitch every day. Prefer YouTube. You'd watch it if it was on Twitch. That's great. I can do Twitch. YouTube notifications are just easier. Yeah, I 100% agree with that as well. And not to badmouth YouTube, because I mean, let's be honest, we're on YouTube right now, and they're hosting us. It's really hard to do cross notifications on YouTube and Twitch. The two don't seem to like to play well together, and that's fine. We totally get that. Eventually, I forget how many subscribers we need. I think it's like 10,000, so we might be a ways off. But eventually we get to ooh, I got a little bit of the wash on some metal. Eventually we get to post notifications on YouTube to people. We can rather than just posting a video, we can say, hey, this is happening, come be a part of it, and you could still get those notifications. So it's not as though the big worry that I had, I want to switch over to Twitch. I want to be upfront with that. I really do. The big worry that I have is I don't want it to then start to feel like an exclusive club, and I feel as though that could happen with some people who are on YouTube. It could feel as though, oh, they're moving over there, they're no longer a part of this. So I don't know. Maybe what I could do is do one live stream on Twitch. I could start painting something entirely different, and do that once a week, and then do a once a week live stream over here. That way, you can get the best of both worlds. And if you do want to have it more than once a week, you can tune into both. But if it's too much of a hassle to get to one, you still have the other. That's an option. Oh, Dilzo, you use your Prime on us? That's fantastic. Oh, and I'm sorry to hear that, Dilzo. I'm sorry to hear that that you lost your job there. That sucks. Still looking for work. Trying to. Hey, I'm. My heart goes out to you guys. It really does. These are some really, really tough times right now, and so, some people are incredibly fortunate that they get to work from home. I'm not to make this about me or anything, but adding to the conversation, I'm unfortunately not one of those people that I get to work from home, and so yeah, I get it. I get the struggle. I am not trying to diminish yours. I just want you to know my empathy is there with you, and thinking of you guys. I hope this works out for you. Message retracted. Uh-oh. Scott, how can I donate? Oh, thank you. Well, right now, the only way to really donate to the Adventures Pack is we have a Patreon. There's a link in the description of this video, but you can search us on there. It's just Adventurers Pack. we've got to get our social media in order. On some of them, we're Adventurers Pack. On others, we're Adventurer Pack. On others, we're The Adventurers Pack. And that's 100% my fault. I messed that up. But yeah, you can go over to our Patreon. It is a monthly thing, but you can do just as little as like $1 a month. Our Patreon is very bare bones at the moment. It's actually one of the things that I am aiming to do this week is to set up some actual reward tiers. Right now, it's purely, hey, these are our goals. If we hit this much money, this is this is what we're gonna spend it on. It's things like upgrading the cameras, and the microphones, and oh my gosh, the lighting in particular. I really need to upgrade these lights. But it's small things like that go a long way to help us get better. And we made it very clear. All right, I'm gonna set this down so that the wheels can have a chance to dry. I need to rest it on something. We wanted to make it very clear that everything on Patreon, any donations that are made on Patreon, 100% go to improve the channel. It's not us taking the money to go buy coffee or anything like that. It's us spending the money to make this look better and just improve us as a whole. So anything you donate goes to make us better. I also want to be very clear right now. Please, during these times, only donate if you can. I know I've said this before. There are other organizations that definitely need the funds more than us right now. But if you are in a place that you can donate, then we fully support that. But you can donate as little as $1 a month. You can do as much as you want. And my goal for this week is to actually put some rewards so that you actually get stuff back. And yeah, so. I'm thinking that I've got a lot of ideas for rewards, but it's also stuff that I want to make sure that we can actually give back to. I think the easiest one is going to be a private Discord where even outside of here, you can come hang out on the Discord and chat with us. So actually, let me talk painting here for a second. So right now I'm doing weird stuff with my hand. I'm waving it around. I'm just trying to help the wash dry a little quicker. Wash is one of those things. This is what takes the longest in painting. This is what you wait on. In the speed painting that I did that was released today, the painting itself took spoilers. I painted it in under 20 minutes. However, that was just paint time. In waiting for things to dry, I spent another 20 minutes. So it double the paint time on waiting for things to dry. And there's some actually, if you have a hairdryer, you can pull that out and that'll help a lot. But a couple of things with that. One, the hairdryer that I have here at the tavern is finicky. And two, that would be very loud, and I don't want to mess with that with the audio. So we'll just do that. We're just gonna blow on it. So yeah, that's the first pass on the wheels. Now that that's been done, I can actually take some time and guys, I think it's time for highlighting. I think we're at the stage to highlight. I had started with the windows. Let's go with the windows. Oh no, where'd my color sheet go? What color did I use for the windows? Spectral Glow. That's why it disappeared, because I used this color on the oh gosh, what was it called? The Death Shroud. So I put it back by accident. Also, another really, really good example of why you should take notes as to the paints you are using. This is by far the longest I've ever spent painting a thing. And I've spent, we've probably spent 5-6 hours on this, but a lot of that has been, talking. Okay, I'm gonna put that down so I can get some paint out onto my palette. Oh, it's a fresh palette right now. My goodness. Thank you, Dilzo. It's coming along great. I try not to be like, oh, I'm super proud of it or all that, because trying to stay humble. I know that I've got a lot of growth to do, and you may see whenever the channel posts whenever the channel posts videos, they always refer to me as not a professional painter, because I constantly tell that's what I say to people. I'm not a professional painter. I'm just a hobbyist with a camera who likes to hang out with people, and that's why this started. But I'm really proud of this one. It's looking really good. Yeah, Spectral Glow is it's one of my new favorites. I've got the colors that I actively use again and again. Army Painter's Darkstone is one of them. That's become a running gag here on the channel, but Spectral Glow is up there now. Currently painting a model Spitfire, nice forest green color. Oh, nice. Oh, that's got to be great. Oh man. All right. Time for me to take a deep breath and actually get in here. Whew. Now with this highlight, oh, look at that. On cue, my hands have started shaking. I need to water this down a little bit more, and I need to calm down. So with this first pass that I'm doing on the highlighting, I've actually gone back and forth as to how to highlight this. I think there are some areas that I could easily dry brush. I think that there are others that should be layered. But so on this first pass on the windows, I'm just going in with the original color. So in this case, the Spectral Glow, and just bringing that color back, letting the wash where it seeped into the edges there remain in the edges, because it's time to get brighter. Especially with the windows, the eventual goal is that we're going to use a white on them. Man, okay, I think that side is dry enough that I can put this down. I think this is going to help having, oh, much, much better. There we go. Well, that's a lot about me. And, me talking about, oh man, calm down, Scott. Okay, man. Anyway, as I was saying, that was a lot about me talking about my life and the channel, mostly the channel. I hope you all are doing well. I hope that you are staying safe. I hope that you are staying sane. And just, I hope you all know how much this means to me, how much enjoyment I have in seeing people come together in this little community, and being able to see you all every Monday. I look forward to Mondays so much. And like when people in my neighborhood ask me, I say neighborhood, it's not like I go out walking every day. Well, I do try and go out and walk, but I avoid people. I try and get outside once a day for a short walk, because exercise and all that, but also sun, it's good for many people. Not everyone, some people are allergic. Anyway, point being, whenever people in my community ask me like, hey, how are you doing, what have you been doing to help like stay sane during all this, I tell them about this and how Mondays are so good. Oliver, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Good Lord. I Sorry, the way you worded that wasn't just like a right now thing, was it? I don't want to pry or ask because I know this is very personal, but my goodness. Whew, I am sorry. Oh, that is rough. Whew. If that is a right now thing, please, like, go deal with that. I hope that everything is okay. I hope that you can work that out. Yeah, as I see people are saying, we're here. Please, this is a community for all of us. And David, that's fantastic. Seeing putting the finishing touches on the Mighty Nine. I love the pictures that you sent us. Yeah, it was really cool getting to see those. So thank you for that. And again, would love to see the rest when they're finished up as well. See, this goes back to me learning about how to handle social media as an entity, because again, it's not just me here on the group that's running the social media. There's a bunch of us involved, but I actively removed social media from my life for a while there, just because it wasn't adding to my life. It was taking away from it. And now that I'm getting back into it, it's like having to relearn all of this, but then also learn how to do it as a group as opposed to just an individual. And so what I'm thinking I should be better at doing, what I'd like to do, David, with your permission, is when you send those pictures to us, I would, we'll share them with our community and show them around. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, it looks as though. Ooh. Again, Oliver, I hope that right now you aren't hearing me, because I hope that you're having a good talk right now, and I hope that it is going well. But if you happen to watch this in the future, and you get to hear, I mean, just look at the chat and see all of the support that you're getting, and know that I'm here too, mate. Like, how am I handling the quarantine? I'm I'm handling it okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do a very very detailed here. I grew up living in a pretty confined space, with sometimes weeks at a time not seeing people other than my family. This is referring to, I didn't live under like a cupboard or anything. I didn't have a Harry Potter lifestyle. I grew up on a sailboat, and so all of my friends who are watching are like, he's playing the boat card. But yeah, but I do think that has helped me with this. I mean, the space that I live in is bigger than the space that I grew up in on the boat. So I'm not really having an issue with the only seeing the same the same walls every day, and I am very fortunate to have a roommate that I am living with. So that is great, having someone to be quarantined with. But you know, I've definitely had my down days, because as opposed to on the boat when it was like, all right, we're sailing across the Atlantic and we're not going to see anyone for a couple of weeks. It was where it was just like, okay, but you know, we're on our way and we're very much in control of what's happening. Right now, there's that sense of Pirate Scott. Yes. Yes, Oliver, please be back. I mean, like, don't please be back, but like, please take your time. Please do. Best of luck from all of us. You know, Army. Oh, I was Pirate. Jake, I saw the comment. I wonder why Pirate Scott was retracted. But yeah, I actually the reason that my ear pierced is an old sailing tradition that was common with pirates. It wasn't the whole, hey, I've got money now, you know, just in case. It was actually a badge. It was like an earned badge. Whenever a sailor would cross the equator for the first time on a boat, they would get their ear pierced. And that way, when they came into port and took on new crew, young, inexperienced sailors could easily identify experienced sailors by who had their ear pierced or not. Now, I know there's a lot of myths and legends about pirates and whatnot out there. Maybe I should paint something piratey next time. That would be cool. But I will say there's a lot of legends and lore about sailors and old-timey piratey stuff, and I will admit to never having found proof of that story that I just told you. I don't know if that was actually a thing, but that was the reason I got mine pierced. I got my ear pierced the first time I crossed the equator in accordance to that legend, or that myth. I don't know what you want to call it. So it's at least true for one experienced sailor. What countries have I traveled to? I have on that trip. So I was born and raised on the boat, and for the first 9 years of my life, we just lived in a marina. And then for 4 years, so from age 9 to 13, my family and I sailed around the world. So we did a full circumnavigation. And on that trip alone, I believe that the number we hit was 42 different countries. James, just want to know whether there'll be more streams, as I would love to tune in, and also is there a donation system, as I appreciate the streams that you've been putting work into. Oh, James, thank you so much. Yes, there are going to be more streams. I cannot promise a date right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Whoop. Sorry, my phone is also my switchboard, and I told it to not give me notifications, and it doesn't like that. So if you hear buzzing, that's what that is. Anyway, there are going to be more streams. I think hearing you all hearing all of the want for more streams weekly, you guys you're convincing me to do this at least twice a week now. I think, and I am just making up this plan as I'm talking to you right now, so know that this is subject to change. Wait for there to be an official announcement on the YouTube channel, or the Twitter, or the Facebook. Realistically, we do a lot of our announcements on Facebook, unless it's something big that we feel as though it deserves a video announcement. YouTube is our video platform. What's the most viewers you've had? Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. I think the most viewers we've had at any given time, I think we've peaked at 12 in one of our videos in the past. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that. This is by far the most consistent views that we've had. This is amazing. This is fantastic, and I love it. Anyway, getting back to it. So I think the plan, I think what we'll do is we will have at least 2 streams a week. One of them will be here on YouTube. We'll keep doing this one on YouTube, and then we'll start another one on Twitch. Because eventually we are wanting to switch we're wanting to switch all of our live content over to Twitch. So, you know, I'll pick a new model. We'll start from scratch. I've got a couple things on my shelf that some people have requested. I have a dragon that needs painting, a 3D printed dragon. So it's not, it's like its own thing. And oh my goodness. My neighbors have heard something. I think a dog is out for a walk and I get to see him. So, guys, if you're watching, hey, listen, that's you in the past. Oh, I forgot this little mini window. Anyway, what was I saying? I get so distracted so easily, especially right now. So there will probably be 2 streams a week, one over on Twitch, one over here. As far as the donating is concerned, again, thank you so much. We do have a Patreon. There is a link in our video, in the description. You can also see that link on the on our homepage. I think in the banner. I just did this stuff this week. That in the top right of the bottom right of our banner, you can go in and you can see a bunch of our links. You can find all of our socials. You can find our Patreon. The only thing we haven't advertised yet is our Twitch, because we don't actually have anything happening up there. So we didn't want to, you know, say, hey, go to our Twitch, and there be nothing. So this will happen soon. Love to see some more streams on Twitch and how. Oh yeah, hey Emmy. Oh, how are you? Oh gosh, Emmy says, do the dragon, dogs are important. Yep, Emmy, great to see you. Any chance of a collab? So, yes, absolutely chances of a collab. The question is, with who and when? It's definitely one of those things that right now, virtual collabs are definitely the easier things that we could do. You know, we depending on who we were talking or who we would be collaborating with and how we would be collaborating with them, we could absolutely do some things. Again, just kind of spitballing and going out there, things I would love to do. I would love to do a collab with one of my favorite YouTubers that actually got me into 3D printing. What is Danny, the 3D printing DM. I know he and I have talked a little bit in the past, but this was before the Adventures Pack was even a thing. I backed some of his Kickstarters. I love his designs. Danny, if you're watching this, you are one of the people who got me into 3D printing. Like, you're the reason I own a 3D printer, and it has changed my D&D life. I would love to do a collab with him, and maybe print and paint some stuff that he is designing anyway, sorry, going back and finishing that. So yeah, we have a Patreon, and you can donate there, even if it's just $1 a month. Like, we don't expect anything. I want to be clear. We do not expect anything from you all except coming here and having a great time, and that means the world to us. But that's where you can go if you want to donate. Oh my gosh. Jake, have we seen some of your work? If we haven't, I would love, please go over to our Facebook page and tag us in some of your work. I would love if any of you are painters, artists, drawing, anything. If you have stuff that you do, please share it with us. Like, I want to see it. I want to see what is going on out there in the world. I want to, I started doing this painting to connect more with people during this crazy time. So please, please, please show us. Is amazing. Yeah, no, Dan is fantastic. So anyway, back to the ideas of, let's see here. I love you, hi, Emmy. Like the Cyclops video. Yeah, the Cyclops video went out. We are so happy to say that Bestiary is now twice a week instead of once a week. So we're getting more videos out a week, which is great. What is it, Emmy? It's Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays and Saturdays they are posted. I think that's it. The schedule's on our About page on YouTube, so go check that out. Guys, I have gotten so little work done on this because I'm just talking with you. I'm both like ecstatic that we get to. I have so many people to chat with, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, I want to. You guys are here for painting. Let's get to it. But this is also highly detailed stuff right now. Hitting these windows is tough. Anyway, we'd love to do a collab with Danny, the 3D printed DM. I think that could be something that we could do. I'd love to do something with... we're kind of collaborating with someone right now. Not on any videos, but on a product. And I... Thursdays and Saturdays, send it. Oh yeah, no, yes, please send it to our Instagram. I would love to see it. A man has smashed a window downstairs with a pebble. Sorry, James. As in right now, that just happened. Wow, dang. You okay? You're downstairs? Like, are you in a home or are you in an apartment? Is this something that you have to deal with? Or what? Message retract. This is the first time I've seen messages retracted. What is going on here? Are you guys retracting your own messages, or is that YouTube doing it? All right, these windows here in the front are these are going to be tight. I might stop talking a lot doing this. Point work. That is what I'm doing right now. Letting the point of my brush do the hard work. And just like that, there we go. Whew! So anyway, yeah, this has been all of the drama of the stream today. Stop, please. This good place, good stuff. It's been sorted. Dang. Yeah, this Mondays, am I right? Jeez. So, as far as the other collab goes, here's what I'm going to say. I know the person that we're looking to do a collab with, or that we are doing a collab with, is in the chat right now. Text me if I'm allowed to like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like, tell me if what I'm allowed to talk about. You've got my number. Tell me. While I'm waiting on that, I mean, obviously there's the really big names that if I ever get a chance to collab with, Critical Role, that would be amazing. But let's talk people I actually think I could do a collab with right now. Man, that list isn't actually very long. If any of you out there know of anyone that you think a collaboration would be in the works, or have suggestions, like things that you'd like to see, hit me up. You can send us a message on Instagram. You can send us a message on Facebook. I'm typically the one that reads those. So yeah, reach out to me. It's definitely one of those things that I do want to put this out there. It's, oh my gosh, lots happening. Oh, you know what? In the past, I have put signs up on the door saying, hey, recording in progress. I didn't today. gonna have to do that again in the future. Anyway, it similar to after one of our very first successful streams that we got a lot of viewership. We actually got a bunch of people reaching out to us, asking if we were hiring, and again, we were super flattered by all that. And but I do also want to, make sure and kind of not cut this off at the pass, but I want to say beforehand that we would love to do collaborations with people, but at the same point, we aren't going to be able to do collaborations with everyone. So, we want to do them. We might not be able to do everything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if suddenly our inbox is filled with, hey, do a collaboration with me, hey, do a collaboration with me, it might take us some time to get through that and figure out what we can and can't do. So there's that. Wife and children are good at the moment. Fantastic. Dave, we can do a collaboration with you anytime, but you're nobody. Dave, you are somebody. Come on. We can... I don't know, because part of it is that mentality that collaborations are meant to be used to, like, get... I see them as a way to get yourself out to a new audience, to people that might not necessarily be there. I would love to try and find some people who are maybe in slightly different veins of the YouTube world. Oliver, okay. Talked, and I think we're okay. Thanks for showing love. We are back together. She was a little upset. Okay, sorry, I need to take a second. Oliver, thank you for letting us know. I cannot tell you. You may have seen just like a wash of relief. I'm so happy to hear that things worked out. These are tough times all around, and I don't think we talk enough about how this is also emotionally tough for a lot of people. So I'm glad to hear that you worked that out. All of my love to you, and express our support as well to your wife. Let her know we're thinking about both of you. Yeah, really, really glad to hear that. Also, thanks for calling us your family. Like that, it touches a very a good place in the heart. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hey, we're on to top windows. Gosh, what time is... Oh my gosh. Wow! Time has gone by so quickly. This has been incredible. So here's another question. We are... At least in the past, these live streams go on for about an hour. Seeing how little work I've done right now, and honestly seeing how many people there are, how would everyone feel about me pushing this one to an hour and a half? I think we could do it. Also, let me see really quick. All right, cool. All right. Oh wait, I can't do that too much. I'll get a copyright strike. Also, if any of you know of any non-copyright music that I could listen to while doing this, please let me know. I am definitely missing having music to talk to. Wow, words. Music to listen to while doing this. Wow, and we are still peaking at 11 viewers. Guys, this is awesome. I'm loving this. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll push this to an hour and a half. Here, just let me take some time to drink some water here. Man. I do have to say though, I can only push it to an hour and a half. I am running a game tonight. I have been doing. I've been learning Roll20. This is my first game I'm doing Roll20 with, and I'm kind of hating how much I'm liking it because I love running games in person, but dang if there aren't some cool features on Roll20. This video is not sponsored. Roll20, if you'd like to sponsor us, reach out. But no, I'm loving the features that are happening on Roll20. But anyway, my point being that I am running a game tonight on Roll20, and I still have some prep work to do, so I can't have this run too late. But I can definitely add a half hour to this. So there's that. Cool. How is James doing? As far as I know, James is doing great. Yeah, we recorded some more bestiary with him earlier in the week, and things seem to be going well. I think that there's a lot of noise happening in his area, and some crazy construction is going on. Some people are trying to take this time of the quarantine to sneak some new buildings in, which is kind of feeling a little rough. But aside from that, I think home life is great. I mean, I imagine he might be feeling a little cooped up because, again, we're starting to get there. But I don't want to speak for him. As far as he has told me, he is doing fine. He is actually in my game tonight, so I will ask him. Whew. All right, wow, that top window is looking pretty good. It's a little sloppy. I'm seeing a few brush strokes in there. Trying to clean that up. I've done no talking about painting for a very long time. Got along out. Roll20. I've learned a lot. Yeah, Roll20 is fun. Jingle Bells and White Christmas and Happy Birthday are all open. Actually, I think Happy Birthday is I almost got excited and broke it. I think Happy Birthday is copyright by Disney, which is one of those reasons that like in restaurants have to have their own special birthday song. I think, internet, please correct me on this. I am 100% saying I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure a Happy Birthday is owned by Disney, which of course it is. Everything's owned by the mouse, right? But maybe I could find some like nice classical music. What I should do is find my musician friend. There's a collab I would love to do. I would love to collaborate with like some. Okay, I'd love to collaborate with some internet music artists. But part of me would kind of feel like I'd be I don't want to say cheating on a friend, but it kind of. I've got a friend who's a musician that I'm kind of working with right now, on some secret stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. And hey, we jumped over the 12 mark, by the way, so that was fantastic. If anything runs better than my table, at least as a GM, but I don't get to use my lovely minis. That's the big thing. Not getting to use the minis that you have put so much time and creativity into. On the one hand, I look at it and go, hey, it is really easy to go, oh, I did not expect that people are gonna fight these things, but and you know, maybe you don't have minis on hand for it, but then you can just pull up an image and drop it in on Roll20. So, but I'm such a tactile person. Even I played a game on Roll20 and I still wanted a physical character sheet, and I still will roll the dice as opposed to using the dice rolling function. I like to feel things. It makes it more real for me, you know? David, you'll post them over on ours as well. You'll post them... I'm a little confused as to what... I am assuming things that you have painted. Whatever it is, I am excited to see what you send over. So thank you, David. I've also just realized this is my first time painting glass. I've never done glass painting before. Ew. If any of you have any tips for painting glass, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just got there. 10 wow, geez, this is amazing. NCS, they are on YouTube. Look them up. NCS, thank you, Jake. I'll look into them. Oh, it was copywritten until very. Well, Emmy, great having you. Hope work goes well. We'll we'll see you when you get back to the tavern. Ooh, this one's tough. There we go. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. I think that's as good as that window is getting, and my hand is starting to shake there. I think that's the first pass on highlights for the windows, which means we actually get to move on to another color. I have one color on my palette right now. Let me see if I haven't missed anything. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying that as, wow, I am surprised. All right, so let's see. Bye, Emmy. Have a good week. Oh, your Mighty 9 photos. Yes, please. The link got deleted. Oh, that might be what has been happening on the live chat. Yes, please send it over to our Instagram, our Facebook. I don't think it got deleted on Facebook, if that was the thing. But yeah, no, send it over. Would love to see it. Man, where do I go from here? I had all these plans, these thoughts. The Windows first passive highlight is done. So I'm at a crossroads, everyone. It is time to highlight some of these bigger sections. Now, there are two types of highlighting that I know of. There's dry brushing, which I just use a lot on the speed paint. It gets a lot of area covered. It can be a little sloppy, but you can be pretty precise with it. And then there is highlighting, which is, pardon me while I crack my knuckles. Oh, there we go. Then there's highlighting, which takes a lot longer, is more of a process. And the reward is greater for the time. I will admit, I'm comfortable highlighting things on minis. This makes me nervous. Layering. Sorry. There's layer highlighting, which it takes longer and has more reward. I'm comfortable doing that on minis. This is making me nervous with layering, but I am willing to. Oh, actually, now that this is all done, while I'm talking about this, I'm going to put the Agrax Earthshade wash on the wheel rims. So anyway, the point that I am trying to make. Sorry, just checking the text. Oh, thank you, Jake. That means a lot. Seriously, that does mean a lot. I'm happy that you're enjoying this. I'm happy that you're loving the community. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure we get more streams happening. So yes, I'm gonna put. So this is Agrax Earthshade. Let me show you actually. So we've been using Seraphim Sepia on the wheels and the main body. This color that we've been using has been Spectral Glow by Reaper on the windows, and now we're going to use Citadel's Agrax Earthshade on the wheel rims to give it that like muddied, it's been used look. So anyway, the question that I want to pose to you all is, on these bigger sections, I'm definitely going to do layering on the windows and a little bit of extra layering on the wheels and on the lantern, on the small, and on the curtains. I'm definitely going to be doing layering on all of that. The question to pose is, should I do layering on, or should I do layering or dry brushing on the main body? We've got a little bit of time. I'm going to leave that up to you all. And we'll see what the chat says. That's the other thing that I am enjoying about this community, is that I like having there be kind of a, I want your input. This isn't just me painting. You're here. You're a part of this. We're doing this together. So, which also, on that note, it looks as though the consensus is we are going with Gone Fishing for the sign. Now, I've also made no secret of this, that it's going to say Gone Fishing, but it is going to say Gone Fishing in runes. And I'm going to do that for two reasons. One, it is going to be easier for me to paint runes. It's all very linear. There's not a lot of curves involved. And then two, it's going to give me more playability with this model. So this is something that I am painting with the knowledge that this is going to go on my tabletop. So when I place this on the table, if it just says Gone Fishing, and this is meant to maybe be the cart of a very obscure, I don't know, like maybe it's in the mountains. Maybe there's no water nearby. Anyway, the point is that Gone Fishing is going to be an inside joke for all of us. That we all know that it says Gone Fishing, but because I'm writing it in runes, my players, to them, it can say whatever I need it to say as it goes on the table. You know, that if I need it to be explosive runes, then it can be. If I need it to be, something that says the home of Ikathar the Wise, then it can. If I need it to say go away, or, my pet dragon will eat you. Because, as a game master, you ride that very fine line of having things planned and then dealing with whatever your players decide is going to happen. And that's just going to give me that additional freedom. Anyway, there's that. Oh, did I miss washing the inside of that wheel? I think I did. Now, this extra wash on the wheel, it's not adding a lot, but it is adding a little. Oh, I got a little bit of coffee staining there. Shoot. That's okay. Highlights will take care of that. Whew. Okay. And yeah, just look at that. It added such a... Dilzo, thank you. Again, that... I'm not going to let any of this praise go to my head. It's... it really does mean a lot. I love doing this. I absolutely do. But I will also say that I'm not... How can I word this? I don't boast to be great. I I never post these videos going, hey, check out this awesome thing and this is the way you should do it. You know, I'm learning and I'm trying to improve every single day. And so hearing people tell me that it does look good, it's nice to know that I'm it's nice to know that I'm on the right track, you know? So anyway, yeah, thank you. Whew. Okay. There's those wheels done. I think. All right, I haven't seen anything in the chat on voting on that, so I'm gonna let this rest a little bit, and I'm gonna break out our. We're gonna do the wood, and we're gonna dry brush the wood. I'm official call. Where'd the wood that I used go? It was basilisk brown, right? No, desert yellow. It was desert. There we go. See, again, write it down. And I actually have a brush specifically for this. So typically I typically I have in the past used brushes like this to dry brush, and I've ruined them for doing that. So there are certain things I like to try and do as much as possible with the one brush. But there are certain things that having a different brush is good for, and dry brushing is one of those. So this is actually one of the very first brushes that I ever bought back in middle school. It is beat up. It's not the best. Oh, and it's still got some conditioner on there because I'm trying to bring it back from the dead because I did not take care of my brushes back then at all. But this is going to be a good one to. I mean, it's a Citadel dry brush, like it says, dry brush on it. So, let's see here. Thanks for being brave and putting it out there. And thank you, David. That's the hardest thing, actually, is the getting the confidence to put it out there. If I had just started and gone, hey, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel like that, it wouldn't have happened. This was a long process of me going, hey, I'm painting. This actually started, I was painting live on Instagram. All right, really quick before I finish this story, I've got some paint loaded up on this brush. Maybe not enough. Anyway, what was I saying? It started with just me painting on Instagram, and then I got tired of it not being permanent. I wanted some permanence to this. There we go. You'll note I actually started this dry brushing in an area that I could easily redo if I ended up not liking this. So, tip there. That's a tip I know I can give. Start small. Don't go hog wild too quick. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I that's also one of the reasons that it's taken me so long to actually start posting our stuff on like Reddit, and actually posting it on Facebook. Like I just tweeted something today to Reaper, and they retweeted it, which I've never had someone retweet something, and so that was very much just that, like, having the confidence to put stuff out there. It's tough. But it's also important. Okay. All right, I think that's good for there. We're gonna. All right, let's do this. Now, I have to remember that as I'm dry brushing, I shouldn't be seeing a lot of this show up right now. That's good. Jake, painting skills have come a long way. How long have I been painting for? Good question. So I way back in the day, I picked up some. I started in Warhammer in middle school. So gosh, I don't even want to count how many years that was, but you know, a while ago. Um, but God, I should find. I've got my old Warhammer minis that I painted somewhere, so I could show them, and you can see just how what I did. Um, but I don't really count that as my. Ooh, I started painting. Um, I really started painting these days. Um, it's really hard to say. I think about a year and a half. Now, here's the thing that I will say with that. Year and a half, but um, it hasn't. Sorry, I have to be careful when I'm getting to some of these finer areas. I don't want to get brown on the other colors. Um, I don't know if I'm happy with the dry brushing of the. I wasn't painting consistently. I took some classes from a very good friend of mine now, who owns a gaming shop near where I'm based out of. And you know, plugging him really quickly. If you watch Critical Role, I don't know the extent of what he's done, but you have seen some of his paint jobs on the show. So you know, really quick plug there for him. And so I took some classes from him, and was painting on and off, but I didn't start and that was actually the first time that I went, oh, I can actually paint. My gosh, look at me. So after that was when I would say I started painting. This is a very long answer for a very simple question. A year. I would say I have been painting for about a year. Now, in that year, I have most assuredly gotten comfortable in much of it. You know, there are times like, oh, I've got this. I don't need to learn anything new. Which, don't ever think that. Shame on me for having thought that. You can always learn something new. The moment that you don't think you can learn anything new is the moment you stop growing. So, I stopped growing. Okay. I'm not happy with what the dry brushing is doing there. I'm actually going to take a break from that. I need to walk out of frame for a second and get a different dry brushing brush, so bear with me for a second there. Oh, wait. And we're back. Just picking up a really cheap brush. As you can see, it's falling apart. I think I picked this up from Michael's. Really beat up brush, but this wide, stiff bristle is great for dry brushing. At least I have found. I really like it for dry brushing. We're gonna try and dry brush the roof. We're gonna see what that does. Anyway, what was I saying? Right. So learning from him. No, I lost it. I don't know what I was talking about. Always wanting to repaint old minis, but I have to tell myself to keep them to see my progress. Absolutely. Yes, David. I'm the same way. I've got a few of them like, oh, I could repaint it, but better. And now I'm sitting here going, but I look at it just to remind myself and see how I've progressed. I actually have a small little display. I've entered one painting competition in my life. And you know, didn't do great, didn't even place, but you know, I know why. And as I said, oh, that's what I was talking about, learning and growing. Yeah, so I was nervous to do it, 100%, because I didn't think I was good enough. All right, so here we go. Yeah, that's got some good stuff going on. Yeah, so I didn't think I was good enough for this painting competition, but I did it anyway because, you know, silencing your own inner doubts. You know, and I'm glad that I did, because though I didn't place, I still did better than I expected. But so I've got a small place where I keep all of my old stuff in chronological order, so I can look at it and go, that's where I was, and now look where I am. Which has been great. Whew. Now, this first pass on the dry brushing, you might be thinking, Scott, I don't really see much happening. And that's good. You know, this first pass, I'm going back over with the original color. I'm not adding a lighter color yet. I'm just going back to bring that original color back from the wash. Now, again, you also might be thinking, but Scott, wasn't the whole point of the wash to get those nooks and crannies? Like, why are you getting rid of the wash? Well, yeah, the whole point was to get those nooks and crannies. But washes have a tendency to get more than that. So now I'm going back in and I'm bringing definition back to the areas that I want there to be definition. Now, doing this with the dry brushing technique, I'm kind of, you know, using a sledgehammer on a nail. Would it look better if I was layering? Yes. Would layering this roof alone, not even mentioning the sides, the roof by itself, layering that would easily take hours. I'd say the roof would be an hour by itself. Hey Dizzle, hey mate, how many more episodes do you think it will take to finish? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a good question. If because I'm dry brushing, I think we could finish the layering. Jesus, no, there was two very different things. Because we're dry brushing the roof and the walls, and because I'm extending the time, I would suspect 2 more episodes. That's my estimation. Next episode we'll finish all of the highlighting on all of it. Episode after that, we'll get all of the details, and then it'll be done. That's my guess. Because here's the other thing. I also know that this has taken quite a while. I 100% enjoy having this community, but I also do not want to bore you guys. I want to make good content. I want this to be something that you enjoy coming to, and, you know, you see some cool stuff. Which is also why we're looking to do some non-painting live content. You know, other stuff. Whew, okay. And now we'll get all of the red off of this brush. Yeah, now that I'm using this one, hopefully he'll do others. Yes. So I'm definitely wanting to do more. This mini is not going to be the end of painting live. I will 100% say that right now. Oh man, I'm still getting some red. Uh-oh. Come on. Get off of there. There we go. Yeah, so there's going to be more models after this one. I had a friend suggest I have a 3D printed dragon. It's actually one of the dragons from Danny the 3D Printing DM. So that's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and again, it's kind of big. I think no matter what we do, it's got to be large. For any of you who remember the very first Miniature Monday Live, you know what I started with? I started with a campfire. You know what's really hard to see on camera this far away? A campfire. So, yeah, it's going to be a larger mini. So yeah, what have I got? I've got that dragon. I've got something that I've been holding off on a while. Again, it was one of those, maybe I should do it because I'd been holding on to this cart and I forget who it was. I think it was either Eric or David. I'll have to go back and take a look, but one of our viewers, I had pulled out everything that I had in my closet of unpainted shame, as I call it. You know, everything that just needed some work. And I'd said, you know, I've got this cart, I've got Esmeralda's cart, but it makes me nervous. You know, I don't know if I'm good enough yet. And they said, hey, do the cart. And here we are. So I've got another one that makes me nervous. I've got a shipwreck golem from Reaper. And that thing is massive, and there's a good amount of detail on that. So we could do that. We could do a dragon. We could do... I've got... It's not really a kraken. It's like a mini kraken. I've got that. I've got a graveyard golem. Yeah, it was you, David. Good times. Remember the good old days? I think it was just like you and one other person watching. Okay. I am going to call that for the dry brushing of the basic colors. So we're ready to move on to the next color up. So our first pass of highlights is done. Depending on the thing that we're going with, these the vent here and the lanterns might get less passes than the reds, the roof and the sides and the windows. But I think that it's about time. We've got a little more dry brushing to do on the roof and on the walls. But then it's going to be time to go specifically into layering. And I think we're gonna call that here for now. So next time, we're on a good track for this. Next time, we will get to we should be able to finish up. Oh, Matt, pal Jake suggested to watch the video. Thank you so very much. First off, Jake, thanks for the suggestion, and hello, Matt. Welcome to the party. We're just wrapping up, unfortunately, but happy to have you. Yeah, so as I was saying, next time we should be able to get to... I want to finish highlights next time. I think we can do that. And then after that, it's going to be details. and then that'll be the cart. So yeah, we're getting there. Let me go ahead and we'll move all of this away. Blink, there we go. So that's looking to be the timeline. Things are looking pretty good. I think that 2 more episodes, maybe 3 if things go way long, but I think that, doing this for longer is good. And yeah, guys, I want to say, going to get some of my friends to join the stream. Scott Dilzo, thank you so much. This one by far has been the when do we usually stream or upload? We typically will stream here on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Uploads, our full schedule is in our About section, but just for everyone to know, the pre-recorded Miniature Mondays where, voiceover and all that, where it looks really, really, where it looks much better. Well, not much better. We're getting there. Pre-recorded Miniature Mondays are now going up on the first Monday of the month. So those are just once a month. Miniature Monday Live right now, this is 1 p.m. Pacific. Our bestiary videos are coming out twice a week now on Saturdays and Thursdays. And I'm going to be working to get more live content happening weekly. I'm going to try and get stuff going more for you. And I want you all to know that this happening more often, this happening longer, this is 100% from you all. I did not have this planned. And I'm liking where this is going. This community is growing so beautifully right now and is full of great people, and it's growing with you. So your suggestions are 100% influencing where we go. So thank you all so much for being a part of this. Thank you for creating this wonderful community. I know I said it many times in the stream, but it's given me something that I didn't think I was going to get from this. And it's been so cool. I'm loving this. So, standard outro stuff, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I already see that you guys are sharing this with your friends. So, please follow us on all of our socials. Help me get better with the socials. And yeah, help us grow the channel, because this is really starting to grow into something that I'm really proud of. And I'm also proud of the work that I'm doing here. So, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I'm Scott, and I will see you at the next Miniature Monday. Bye.